Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Kirian Mfam, the CEO of Edupreneurship Consult. This morning, I want to share with us the topic entity concept in business. In accounting, a business or an organization and its owners are treated as two separate parties or entities. This is what is called the entity concept. That is, the business is different and separate from the owner of the business. The business stands apart from other organizations as a separate economic unit. That is to say, as an economic unit, a business runs its own affairs using its own business model. It is necessary to record the business transactions separately to distinguish them from the owner's personal transactions. That is to say, in the course of doing your business, the transactions that affect you as the owner of the business should be separated from the transactions of the business. This helps to give a correct determination of the true financial condition of the business. That is to say, when you're able to separate the finances that burden on you as the owner of the business from the finances of the business, you're able to know the true financial condition or situation of the business in terms of whether it is making progress or whether it is not. This concept can be extended to accounting separately for the various divisions of a business in order to ascertain the financial results for each division. So if you have different departments or divisions in your business organization, you can apply the concept of entity to the various divisions or departments, so that you know how each department or each unit is performing economically. Under the business entity concept, a business holds separate entity and distinct from its owners. The entity view holds the business enterprise to be an institution in its own right, separate and distinct from the parties who furnish the funds. So the fact that you are the one that provides the funds as capital upon which the business operates does not mean that you and the business are one and one. No, there's a difference between you and your business. An example is a sole trader or sole proprietorship, or what we commonly call one-man business. The sole trader takes money from the business by way of drawings, money for their own personal use. That is to say, the money that a sole trader collects from business for his personal use is technically called drawings. Now, this money does not belong to the owner because it has been given to the business in way of capital, and therefore, when situation or conditions warrant you to touch that money which has been given to the business as its capital, there is need for you to return the money back. Otherwise, it will have an adverse effect on the economic performance of the business. Despite it being the sole trader's business and technically their money, there are still two aspects to the transaction. That is the transaction of collecting money from your business, which is technically known as drawings. The business is giving money and the individual is receiving money. So at this level now, it is the business that is giving you the money while you are receiving the money, even though you are the one that injected that money into the business by way of capital. At this level, you no longer have the right to tamper with the resources of the business, because the money, it is not capital legitimately belonging to the business entity. Even though there is no other legal distinction between the sole trader and the business, and the sole trader is liable for all of the debts of the business, business transactions may be taxed separately from personal transactions, and the proprietor of the business may also find it useful to see the financial results of the business. So what we are saying here is that when a business entity is appropriately separated from the owner, for example, issues of taxation will not affect the personal resources of the personal resources of the business owner. Rather, it is the resources of the business that will be taxed. For these reasons, the affairs of the individuals behind a business are kept separate from the affairs of the business itself. Thank you and God bless you.